Hello students, welcome back to the chemistry class. So students, in our previous class, we were discussing about the classification of matter, in which our last type of classification for homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture, that is solution, colloids and suspensions is left. So let's discuss each of these in detail. Our first topic is solution. Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two substances. Some examples can be lemonade or water plus sodium chloride, which is salt, or it can be alloy, bronze, brass, etc. Right? Air is also a good example of mixture. Why? Because if you take air, composition it is same everywhere. Also, you can have a solution in solid, liquid and gas form. It's not necessary that it should be liquid only. In solution, the particle size is very small, and when we say small, it is in the range of diameter of 1 nanometer. It may also be that its diameter is less than 1 nanometer. So, we just discussed that they are so small that why they are evenly distributed. Okay. Now we are talking about solution. So when we say solution, we talk about two components of solution. One is solute and second is solvent. Okay. So let us study this solute and solvent in detail. So what is solute and what is solvent? See, if we talk about solvent, that is nothing but the component of solution that dissolves solute, means other components. It is the main component of solution that dissolves other components. It is generally the component which is present in larger quantity. For example, if we take 2 spoons of salt and mix in 1 glass of water and mix these two, what you get in a solution? So here salt is a solute and water is the solvent, because water is the one which is in bigger quantity and also water is the one which is dissolving salt. Okay. Then talking about solute. So solute is nothing but is the component of solution that is dissolved in solvent, and also this is the one which is in least quantity. And on the other hand, solvent is in greater quantity, but also this is seen generally, not always. Okay. Now we can actually classify solution based on the type of solvent. So let's see different kind of solution. So we can have gaseous solution where solvent is gas, then liquid solution. Also most of them are gas, liquid solution, liquid solid solution and also solid solution, like alloys, which can be brass, bronze, German silver, etc. Let's see this in detail. We know that solute can be solid, liquid or gas. So based on that, solute can be further classified into 3 parts where solvent is gas. So first, if solute is solid, for example, camphor in nitrogen gas. Second, if solute is liquid, it means chloroform mixed with nitrogen gas. And third, if solute is gas, for example, mixture of hydrogen gas and nitrogen gas. In these all the three examples, solvent is gas only. It means these three are gaseous solution. Similarly, we can again see more examples where solvent is liquid. So let's see the example first. If solute in solid, means example sugar dissolved in water or iodine dissolved in alcohol. Solution of iodine as solute and alcohol as solvent is called tincture of iodine. So this is the example of solute in liquid, right? And the second, if solute in liquid, so ethanol dissolved in water, or we can say ink dissolved in water. And let's see the third, if solute in gas, it means oxygen dissolved in water or aerated drinks like soda water. In these three examples, here solvents are liquid. It means these three are liquid solution, right? Now examples where solvent is solid. So first, if solute is solid, for example, copper dissolved in gold. Here copper is solute, that is solid, and also solvent is solid, means gold. Gold is a solvent here. So let's see second. If solute is liquid, it means amalgam. Amalgam means mercury in sodium, right? So mercury is a liquid and sodium is a solid. Let's see third, that is if solute is gas. For example, hydrogen gas in palladium. So in these three examples, here solvents are solid. It means these are solid solutions, right? So this was all about classification of solution. Now our next topic is concentration of solution. For understanding this topic, we can perform an activity. So students, take two glasses having 100 ml of water in each glass. Okay. In the first glass, take is A, add 50 gram of salt. And in the second glass, that is B, add 100 gram of salt. So from the above experiment, that is B, add 100 gram of salt, right? So from the above experiment, it is very much clear that water in first glass is less salty than the second glass. Or also we can say that the concentration of the first solution is less than the second solution. So, this difference is due to the difference of different amount of solute present in a solution. Or in other words, we can also say that concentration of solution means how much amount of solute is present in solution. So, if we want to quantify the concentration of solution, we should know its definition and the formula to be used. So, its definition could be concentration is the amount of solute present in that given amount of solution. So, we can write a formula based on this definition, which is concentration of solution is equal to amount of solute upon amount of solution. Here we are writing amount of solution, not the solvent, because we have to find the concentration of a solution, not the solvent. Also students, there are various ways of expressing the concentration of solution. The first one is mass by mass percentage, which is nothing but mass of solute by mass of solution. Mass of solute by mass of solution multiplied by 100. So let's see an example for the same. Also, second way for expressing is mass by volume percentage, which is mass of solute upon volume of solution multiplied by 100. So now we can see an example related to mass percentage. A solution contains 50 gram of salt in 350 gram of water. Find the concentration in terms of mass by mass percentage. So, in our question, mass of solute is given 50 gram and mass of solvent is given 350 gram. But according to our formula, we need mass of solution, right? So, first we will find the mass of solution. Mass of solution is equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent. So, when we put the value mass of solute 50 gram and mass of solvent is 350 gram, then we will get 400 gram. That is, mass of solution is 400 gram, right? Now, we all know that the formula for finding mass by mass percentage for concentration of solution is mass percentage is equal to mass of solute upon mass of solution multiplied by 100. So, putting the values, we get mass of solute is 50 gram, mass of solution is 400 multiplied by 100, then we will get, okay. So, when we solve this, we get our answer, that is 12.5 gram, means 12.5 percentage, right? So students, we will discuss in our next class colloid and suspension. I hope this topic you have clearly understood, right? See you in our next class. Thank you.